So we've all been there, right? We fired up the Xbox, we want to download and install the latest game, and then we see this. That's right, the storage is full and we don't have space to download the game unless we want to delete an existing game, which we probably don't want to. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the expansion port at the back of the Xbox to expand the storage without having to use one of those ugly, bulky hard drives. So let's get into it. So the answer is the Western Digital expansion pack for the Xbox Series consoles. Both works for the Series S and the Series X. As you can see, it's designed for Xbox and also comes with Xbox Game Pass for 1 month, a voucher included, and this is the 1 terabyte version. There are other memory versions available. You can check those out, ranging from 512 gigabytes to 1 terabyte, and I think 2 terabytes as well. So this is the box. You can see it is fairly small. I don't know why I was expecting a big box, but let's see what it's inside. So inside this very small box, what you get is the memory expansion card, as well as a little cover to keep the expansion card safe if you're transporting this to maybe a friend's house or other consoles. Maybe you're exchanging out for another expansion card. You also get a little booklet, and you get a quick start installation guide. Pretty much is just a small piece of paper with not much information on there. So this is the card, and this is the cover that it comes with for transportation. You can see it slides on, protects the card. If you push it all the way down, it is a tight fit towards the end there. You can transport and keep this card safe. And then this hard drive or expansion card is very small indeed. You can see it's got the branding there. It's also got like a keyring adapter, so you can transport this easily. The size is very small indeed. In fact, here's an SD card. As you can see, it's slightly bigger than the SD card. In fact, if I turn the SD card around, you'll probably see it is 2 SD cards width wise, which is very small indeed. So that's to give you a bit of perspective. Now I'm going to take this cover off, and it is extremely tight fit, so it's not coming off. Let me try to take this cover off.
1 hour later.
Okay, that was on extremely tight, so I guess it is designed to be on extremely tight in order to protect this little expansion pack. So yeah, it is a tight fit, but it gets on pretty easily. You can see to a certain point, and then when you have to push it on, it does pretty much get almost glued. It is on very, very strong, so do keep that in mind. But let's see how you set this up in the So on the back of the Xbox here, this is the Series X. Of course, this also works on the Series S as well. Just below the Ethernet port and above the HDMI is the storage expansion pack slot. And this is where our little expansion card is going to go in. So let's see the installation process. Should be pretty straightforward. So all you have to do is put the expansion card into the slot with the WBD black logo facing the Ethernet port, and as you can see, it is a snug tight fit in here, just like the case. You do need to push it in further than what I have here at the moment. It does feel like it's gone in all the way, but you do need to force it in just a little bit more for it to go in fully. But even in this position, you can see it hardly takes up any space in the back of the console. Compared it to the HDMI and power cord, it is much smaller. And this is the reason why I've gone with this storage option, because it's just a lot more cleaner and looks much better with your console. But let's take a look at the setup. So once you push that expansion card in all the way, you'll then get a pop-up which will say that, do you want to use this expansion card with multiple consoles, or will this be staying on this console? So you can choose whichever one suits your use case scenario. You can even learn more about what that means, but for me it's going to stay attached to this console. So once I've done that, you can see now my storage is expanded via the expansion card. So I've got just under 1 terabyte. I've got 919.9 gigabytes free out of the 920 that's available on the card. I can also change the installation process for future games and updates. I can change it to the external storage, or I can keep it at the internal storage. I can do this with the apps, backward games, or optimize games for Series X and S. But if I just leave it at that, and if you don't change any of these settings, what happens when you install a game? So let's go and check that out. So you can see I got 945.3 gigabyte free of all my storage. That's both internal and external. And you can see I've got some games and updates ready here to go. So let's see. I want to install Assassin's Creed Mirage, which I couldn't do previously. So you get a pop-up if you don't change that setting. It will say, do you want to install this? You don't have enough storage on your expansion card instead. And of course, we're going to say yes. And then it's going to install straight away. If you don't want that pop-up to come, you can change the settings like I showed you previously when you set up the expansion card. So that's it. That's how you set up the expansion card for your Xbox Series X or S and change the storage with a nice clean approach without having to use one of those ugly portable hard drives. And of course, this acts as just like the internal hard drive on the Xbox Series S and X, so you get that good speed performance. If you like this video, make sure to give this video a like, drop a comment down below if you've got any questions, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't, to see more great videos just like this and to be able to enter into our competitions as well. And I'll see you guys in the next tech video.